Hi, everybody. Today's episode is sponsored by Keeps. As you can see, a lot of men suffer from male pattern baldness, such as Brandon, about a week ago, but he's been using Keeps this whole time. If you go to keeps.com/notarealadvertisement and use code Buffalo House, you can get 15% off. They have registered doctors and stuff, I think.
Yeah, you can call them, and then it's not embarrassing to go to your doctor and be like, "Hey, man, I'm balding. Can you give me the medicine?" And then they're gonna be like, "Yo, we can tell you that you need the medicine because you're balding." And then then have you had a heart attack this year? No. Well, here you go. Here's some hair medicine, and you're gonna have hair that's luscious.
Yeah, they give you this drug that starts with an M. I forgot what it's called. They also give you a derma roller, which helps to open up your hair pores. And it works. As you can see from Brandon, it works. He just threw that on before the podcast and was like, I don't have a bit. And I was like, I have one.
We got this.
Yeah. We're going to turn that into a clip, and hopefully Kips will actually sponsor us. That'd be dope. My brother used it. It worked really. All I got was foam.
Yeah.
It's tasty, man. But yeah, my brother actually did use that stuff, and it worked really well.
That's good.
Yeah,
Shit.
he had like that giant bald spot. Yeah.
Yeah, my brother's getting that one.
Yeah,
I'm getting the opposite of what you had.
I got like a little here, and it's from wearing the hats and shit. Especially the bump cap at work, because it's got like that plastic hard shell, and it fucking sits there and rubs.
Dude, I fucking hated that so much.
Awful.
Well, at my work we had Ooh.
That's a little cocked.
Yeah, it's a little cocked. We'll roll it again. Oh, another 20.
That's the second nat 20, baby.
Try this one, too. This is a new concoction. Nice. I whipped this together, kind of.
That the one with the maple syrup or whatever? Or the chocolate? The chocolate? Yeah. That's smooth, man.
Yeah. It's pretty good. I put all chocolate stuff in there. There's creme de cacao. There is frangelico, which is hazelnut. And there's a little simple syrup because that's how I needed it. And then the chocolate whiskey that I got from Motor City Gas. From Motor City Gas.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should also eat.
Oh, yeah, fuck. Which ones have we tried so far? I don't remember.
We did Old Fashioned and we did Manhattan.
That's what it was.
But,
so we have...
So, like, the Lions lost 2 players and 4 for 6, and then 2 other players for 6 games for gambling.
No shit.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
Wait, you're not allowed to gamble?
No.
Were they betting on themselves? That's technically insider trading, I guess.
No, basically what happened was it looks like 2 players were gambling on football games. Which, being inside the league, you're not allowed to do that, I think. Essentially,
I'm sorry, did you say it was the Lions or the Tigers?
Lions.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
So, they were betting on football games, and then I think there was 2 other players. One is Jameson Williams.
This is whiskey ginger.
Yeah, this is whiskey and ginger.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this one.
Must be interesting. But he,
I don't hate it.
Yeah. Definitely good. Not bad.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not
yeah, the Manhattan slapped.
Yeah, Manhattan fucking slapped. But the,
Who's betting on football?
Oh, yeah, betting on football. So, Jameson Williams, he didn't bet on any football teams. He bet on college games, I think. But it wasn't that he bet on college games. It's that he bet on games inside the NFL facility. Like, he used his phone and bet it inside a facility, which is illegal. So, like, essentially, like, we didn't realize that wasn't a rule. I mean, I think they know it's not a rule, but like they forget about it. Yeah, now we know, really, but it kind of sucks. So, that's my sports talk. Because that's all that's going on with the Lions. Well, okay, so like the for us the draft is.
It kind of sounds like we've been doing
Thursday.
sports talk for like months now. You're like, that's my sports talk. This is the first time we've done it.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I thought you were going to turn to me and be like, Edie, what's going on in your sports corner? And I'm like,
how's your fantasy league go? No, I just the draft is on Thursday. So like I've actually been pretty. I'm starting to pay attention a lot more to football. I've said that a lot, but okay.
Oh no, Keeps doesn't actually work. We lied. Please still sponsor us eventually. That'd be dope.
You want to look like me? No? Then get Keeps.
Yeah, there we go. We saved it. They can still sponsor us. I use it every day.
Yeah.
I don't.
It keeps him fresh.
Yeah. But anyway, sports.
I know, I'm like actually excited because this is like the first time the Lions are truly like expected to do some good shit this year. Like we're legitimately in all of the sports stuff out there. It's okay, it could be better. They have the Lions in like the top 8 to 10 to make it to the playoffs. Like we're pretty much projected to make it to the playoffs this year. It's just with like not Super Bowl but playoffs.
Yeah,
which is huge.
Yeah, for the Lions.
Well, like, and the thing is too is it's like we really like. The one thing that sucks now is like that guy I said, Jameson Williams. Mm-hmm. He was supposed to be our star running back, and like he was out most of last year because he was still recovering from an ACL tear. And then now he's out for the first 6 games of this season because
he was gambling.
And we're like, motherfucker.
Yeah, which that one kind of. This is my first of hearing it, but it kind of blows my mind. Like, I get it. If you're in like the league, you probably shouldn't gamble on like other games in your league.
Yes, because you can't get insider information.
Yeah, but also with like the way that like they're promoting fucking.
Yeah.
MGM Casino, DraftKings, like everything, the whole 9. And then it's like, yeah, the players can't use that. They're not allowed to gamble in the arena.
Yeah,
I
that's
get
the
that.
Thing is
like, my stipulation would be like, you're not allowed to gamble on anything in your league. Like,
I think that's pretty much it. But I think there's also something about like, I don't know about the legalities of it, but like you're really not allowed to do it inside of a facility. Because I think the idea being that if you are inside a facility and it's sports, that there may be someone there
there might be
versus like you found it outside. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is, but yeah, it basically everyone is saying that what the other two did that got they got essentially what they called indefinitely suspended. They can apply to re-enter the league next year.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so the Lions released them immediately that day. So like what would suck is like everyone's like, yeah, obviously those guys were betting on the football game. That's an absolute no. Jameson, they're like, I mean, we also know like it should have been a no kind of a thing, but also like it's a rule that all of us are finding out like today was a thing.
It should be like a hey, we're gonna give him a mulligan. Because everyone's like, oh shit, that's a rule. Like, give him a mulligan. Be like, hey, next time, no. But this time we're gonna not make an example of you, but be like, hey, he was caught doing this. You're not allowed to do it. Now everybody knows.
I think that basically the main problem is now that it was like 4 guys from the Detroit Lions, and then there was also apparently some staffers.
Yeah,
they fired all of those staffers too. But like the NFL's just treating it like we can't have basically. Well, so like you don't pay attention to sports, but like
I pay attention to gambling.
There's been some narrative now that like since DraftKings and all those things are becoming a thing that football's become like all the sports are becoming rigged essentially.
Yeah, no, I've been following along with that for a while actually myself, which is funny during. I think it was during March Madness. We were watching some game, and like someone made that joke, like, "Oh, it's rigged and this and that." And I was like, "Oh yeah, he's supposed to score in like 30 seconds." I said it as a joke, And then some guy that I don't know on a team that I don't know scored, and they were like, "What? What?"
Was it
And I was like,
or?
"It was basketball."
Oh well, yeah, it's basketball.
Everyone was freaking out. I'm like, "It's fucking basketball, man."
If no one scores in 30 seconds, then something's going wrong.
Like everybody scores in 30 seconds.
If both teams can average 70 points a game, someone better be scoring at least every minute.
Also, that TikTok where that guy was like, "The NFL's rigged," touchdown, and pointed, and there was a touchdown. He's like. Posted that video on TikTok, and then in the comments he was like, I took 37 videos of me doing this until there was a touchdown.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I mean, really, that's the thing, is like they're trying to immediately shut down absolutely any chance that anyone else that are players. Because here's the thing, is it's also one of those things where, like, if you're a player in the NFL, like, I get it if you're not, like, one of the, like, if you're not a first-string player.
Even then there's like, that locker talk and shit, man. Like,
yes. Yeah, obviously, absolutely no betting on your own sport. But, or in my opinion, you should almost also not even be allowed to bet on your own sport in college.
I would say so.
Because it is way too much.
It's close enough. Yeah. I mean, and there's that integrity of it, too. Like,
yes, that's the main thing.
I do stocks and shit a lot, and, like, I refuse to buy stocks for Ford, GM, Chrysler, Mazda now too, because I've done a project for them.
I own GM and Stellantis stock.
Like I
small.
I understand. Like if my company was publicly traded, I'd probably buy stock in my company.
Yeah.
But like for me, it's like a weird integrity where it's like it's not really day trading.
Yeah.
But I see the ins and outs, and I'm like, I don't want to trade that stock, not because I think it'll be good or bad. I think it'll be bad.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, you got that advantage on other people, and I'm like, I don't. That feels wrong to me, you know. And if I were a professional football player, it'd kind of be the same thing. I'd be like, yeah, I talk to the other players. I see like what's going on. Like, you have more of a heads up when it comes to betting than the average person. I mean, somebody that follows football crazy has way more of an advantage.
No,
but
100%, and that's kind of the thing. Is it's like, all right, well, they want to be like, you guys need to be really careful about what you're betting on. Like, if you're gonna bet, like, you bet on basketball or baseball, something else that you're not related to, you're not in the sport of, and that in facility.
I would bet on soccer and call it football. And then, like, people would be like, oh, what do you bet on? I'd be like, oh, I bet on football all the time. Like, just to be a dick. Because then people would be like, hey, Mr. Edie, we need to talk to you. You said you bet on football? You're not allowed to bet on football. And I'd be like, no, Manchester United. Like, you know. Football. Not football. And I'd be like, you fucking asshole. And I'm like, ha ha, funny. And then I'd get fucking tackled and get my 17th concussion and die.
So, to change topic, I have been playing the fuck out of my Switch.
Yeah.
Because I realized that they had like the N64 emulator on there, and they got free games.
Yeah. Shout out to them for that, but Nintendo, we'll talk later.
I know we got issues, but also, like, I've been playing, I never really got to enjoy Super Mario 64.
Bro, it's so good.
Like, I did, but I didn't. Like, I had to rent it before, and I played it a bit, but not, you know, all the way through. And, originally, I really downloaded the thing to play Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah.
And I waited for that to come out, and I played that quite a bit, and I was like, all right, I want to take a break. I'll take a break. I'm going to go play Mario. So I did.
It still holds up, man.
Dude, it fucking holds the fuck up. Because I've been playing it for at least a week. I basically, now that I had this layoff, yeah, that happened.
As of recording, it's been how long?
1 week. In 2 days.
Yeah.
But yeah, my work offered me a layoff because they offered it to the higher seniority employees instead of trying to just automatically lay off the lower seniority people who, in theory, like, are less capable of affording a layoff than we are. So they offered it to us. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take it. I at least still get unemployment, and then like if I need to, like I'll go get a side job once I'm done getting shit done around the house. Because that has been nice. Like,
dude, having you catch up on editing and like this is also no fault on you, but like me having the long ass drive to get here for recording, like that's one reason I would text you and be like, I am on the way. Because then it would be like, have this set up, have the drinks set up. Like, I would love to fucking hang out till 9-10 o'clock, but then I gotta drive home, you know. So it's like no fault on you because you work and shit, but like having this layoff and you being like, I had shit set up at 8 in the morning. I'm like, good.
Yeah.
Like,
no, this was the one time I forgot to get the program audio, you know, or just
that takes 30 seconds.
Yeah, it takes 30 seconds. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
I decided I wasn't going to move the cameras to take a picture of the drink until after we recorded our podcast.
Yeah.
Because after today, we're already going to move them for Saturday anyway, since we're filming Too Drunk.
Yeah, we're not filming a podcast on Thursday this week, right? We're just doing editing. Okay.
Yeah, we already got an episode in the bank. 131's already done. So we got... 132's already done.
Yeah.
So this is 133. This will be up.
The clips... Sorry to cut you off again.
Go for it.
The clips have been doing well again because I finally started posting. But I didn't see any comments on YouTube. You might have. But I posted the anime hot take where I was like, yeah, Boruto's pretty good. People got pissed. Like, I knew it was coming.
I did not listen to that one.
Oh, dude. Like, we had a couple comments on TikTok. Not a whole lot. But they were like, yeah, it's fucking mid, bro. And then one person was like, yeah, nobody wanted that sequel. And then one person was like, the manga's pretty good. And I was like, yeah, the manga's pretty damn good. And then I got a couple messages from like some of my Ohio friends, and they were like, hey, loving that you're making the podcast, you know, blah, blah, blah. The clips are starting to do pretty cool. Boruto sucks ass. And I'm like, read the fucking manga. Like, please, don't watch the anime. You can get through the manga in a weekend. Do it. It's good. We're about to hit the time skip that everyone's been waiting years for. It's fucking good.
Yeah.
But yeah, we need to do shorter clips and we need to piss people off. That was the subject of that story.
So, speaking of pissing people off, let's go. N64. I was playing, when I'm playing Super Mario 2, I had to fucking look up, like, cheats. Not cheats. I had to...
Like a guide?
Kinda. Not really. It was more of, like, I got all the stars and I haven't played in so long that I forgot about how to get the red and green boxes. And I was like, how the fuck are you supposed to do that? Because that's, like, a secret thing. And then, so I had to look that up. I'm like... It was cool and all, but also, like... It's kind of, like... I like the idea that they did that. But now I was just like, could have been just giving it to you. Not giving it to you, but like forced you to complete a certain amount of things until it told you how to do the thing.
Well, I appreciate that from old games. Like,
you're not wrong. I get it.
Yeah, like I'm
just mostly trying to piss people off for this short clip because we've cut it at this point.
I'll cut it right before that. But I appreciate that from old games, man.
100%.
Like, I miss save points. Like, I appreciate that you can save anywhere now, like, as an adult.
Yes. Yeah.
But I do wish that they would throw save points back into games.
Yeah.
Because, like, I played a lot of JRPGs and stuff, and it would be like, you'd see a few save points here and there, but then they'd get sparse and sparse and sparse as you got closer to, like, a dangerous area. So, like, you got, like, a little heads up of, like, shit's about to go down. But then there'd be certain save points where it'd be like, hey, would you like to save? And you'd be like, nah, I'm good. And then the game would be like, hey,
you should save.
You should save. And then you're like, oh, fuck. Like, you know, like, I miss that. Like,
I honestly, in my opinion, I do.
As a busy adult, though, I do appreciate that we can save fucking anywhere. Like, 100%.
Well, look, I'll be honest. I have definitely taken advantage of the ability on the Wii to, like, I can...
You mean the Switch?
Sorry, yeah, Switch.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. On my Switch, you can click a suspend point or save
Yeah.
on the actual thing. And so, like, every time I'm trying to jump on the goddamn dinosaur and I miss on accident, I'll just, like, not necessarily, that wouldn't take too long. It's more of the Bowser level where it's, like, really thin. You gotta try and collect all the coins.
Yeah.
On that one, we're like, okay, I have collected 6 of them. I'm going to save at this point where I'm at the dumb jump thing where I gotta,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So you like, it's more of like just not having to go through the minutia of repeat when I've already done it for an hour.
I appreciate that, but it's also like you get that muscle memory. Like I play a lot of I don't play a lot of games anymore, but I used to play like a lot of difficult games. Like I played a lot of like Soul style games.
Yeah.
And like platformers and shit where it's like you will die.
Yes.
But it's like every single time you die, you get a little bit better, and like you memorize like when to jump, how hard to hit the button, when to roll, when to do whatever. I like that. Like I get it. It does irritate me. So if I'm playing like for fun and like not trying to challenge myself, then yeah, I will 100% do a suspend save at a point where I'm like not going back.
I definitely agree with you. The one I will throw in my one caveat. I forgot I need to switch out the like controllers on my Switch because the one I'm using is the one that
the drift.
It's got a drift. So I kept I saved up a bunch of lives and then I kept losing them because I'd walk on something thin and then I would stop and then he would just literally walk off the edge and I'm like So that I wasn't originally doing the suspend point until I kept dying because that was always happening. I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm done doing this. Because then I was at the point where I was like, all right, I need to go back and just earn lives before I can even continue. And that's just really wasting my time, especially because, like, I would give it to myself if I knew I fucked it up on my own. I would take that life. But if it was like, okay, he just walked off the edge because I tapped to turn around.
Yeah, it's the drift and everything. Yeah, I get that.
That was the one time that was what made me start actually doing the suspend point because I was like, all right.
Yeah.
I made it to like, I think I was at like 15 stars by the time I finally started using the suspend point because it kept dying because of that.
Does the emulator on the Switch, does it have like a fast forward mode and shit?
No.
Oh, buddy.
It doesn't.
Dude, like I'm saying I appreciate the challenge, but I played a lot of games that had a lot of grinding, like Pokemon, Final Fantasy, all that. Dude, the emulator games that I got, and even some of the ones I have on console, like they have like you can speed up ×4.
Yeah.
So like you're fucking just like zooming through like random encounters, just fucking mashing the X button. And then it's like, oh, it took me an hour to get to level 30. I can go ahead now. Like, so fucking nice. But when you're playing on console, if you turn those on, they count as cheats, so you don't get trophies and shit or whatever gamer achievements. What is it for Xbox?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, I never played Xbox. Yeah,
but I don't play enough games to bother with that shit.
Yeah.
I even like I mean, I've just barely been playing like Super Mario, and I got like 32 stars. I've just been avoiding going to finish the thing where you need 30 stars.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it is because I never got that far.
I don't
I assume
remember.
it's like towards like a final mission because obviously you need 30 stars to get to it. But
yeah, I don't remember.
I don't know. But I've
I never had
that.
an N64.
Oh wow.
Yeah, my parents were not divorced. What is the rule again? Like your parents get divorced, you get an N64 or some shit? I don't know. There was some meme about it.
That might make sense.
Yeah.
Because it sounds about right. I feel like we got an N64 when I turned 7.
Yeah.
It would have been the Christmas after they got divorced.
You get some kind of game console for a traumatic event. Like
you're not wrong.
Yeah, I got the Game Boys because of terrorism. I got the PlayStation because my grandpa died. Great-grandpa.
And I got an N64 because my parents got divorced.
Yep. It's good parenting.
Great. Good parenting. Hey, look, you got to make it up somehow. I mean, look, I'll be fair. there's a lot of good memories with that N64.
Yeah.
A lot of good memories with that N64. And it is a massive shaping of my childhood, as well as the divorce.
Yeah.
There's quite a bit of my childhood that's shaped because of that divorce. Mostly the fact that, like, there was other people that weren't my parents.
Yeah.
They both dated. My dad for not as long, for obvious reasons. But that said, he did get married before he died. But, like, that might have hastened things a little bit. But, well, like, my dad dated, like, okay, so my dad I only remember him dating, he might have dated, like, 2 women before he found the one that he ended up marrying before he passed away.
You know, I'm not saying a good or bad parent, but usually, like, the parent will not bring the other person around unless it's
100%.
Yeah, been going well.
Well, yeah, basically, long story short, yeah, I only met maybe 2 of my mom's boyfriends before Bill, and they've been married for almost 20 years at this point.
Yeah.
But, like, one I met, he was actually kind of cool. I think they were together for, like, maybe 8-9 months. We only knew him for a short period of time. That's why I assume they were together for a little while, because we didn't meet a lot. But he was only cool, and I only remember him because he had a cabin up north and he had a boat, and he had the tubes so we could go tubing on the lake.
Nice.
That was cool as fuck. After that, there was one guy that, like, I think we met him way too early, and I think it was just because, like, he happened to be, like, I think he lived in Mount Clemens, and they happened to be having, like, a festival or some kind of thing going on that, like, was very kid-friendly, and she was like, well, I'm not going to not bring my kids, so we met him once, and then she broke up with him. And then the one died.
Yeah, I remembered that one, like, as you were talking, I was like, oh, shit, yeah.
That was a shock. That one was a shocker.
That one was a shocker.
Yeah, he got electrocuted. But but other than that, then it was Bill. And then for my dad, I only met one other girl that I remember. She was okay. I think she had a daughter. We hung out there once at her place. I think it was, I don't remember where. I just remember a white, smaller house. And then it, like, they had the Macho Man toy. Not the stretchable one, but the, like...
The like, G.I. Joe style, like, pivoty one?
No, the, like, pillow. Not pillow, the, like, it was, like, the soft...
The punchy one?
Punchy one, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, okay.
They had that, and I thought that, I was like, oh, okay, cool, that's cool. And that's all I remember. Well, okay, that's a lie. I remember that, and I remember finding pictures of her and my dad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. They were on the computer, hidden up on, like, the shelf, and he had forgotten to put them away. And, yeah, they were both naked. Thank God I don't remember what my dad's dick looks like. But I kind of remember her bush. Look, it was...
It was the 90s.
It would have been probably the year 2000 at this point. Like, exactly at 2000. Because he died in 2001. And it was...
Yeah.
No, it might have been 99, 2000. Somewhere between there. Because he was living in the apartments that's on...
Polaroids.
Yeah, it was Polaroids.
Yeah.
He was living in the apartments at, like, 15 and Van Dyke. And he picked us up, and we had just come home, like rushed to the door. He opened the door, we run in the door, and I think he, like, went to the bathroom or did something.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing these, like, pictures up there after playing video games on the computer, and I grabbed them, and I was just like, there's... The problem is it wasn't even, like, good pictures. Like, they were... The one I specifically remember was them just, like, sitting on a bed... And it's just her kind of, like, sitting on the bed like this, and he's just sitting the same way with his dick, like, also pointing at her vagina. And I was like, what's this?
It was an A24 film.
They were just like, this is, like, I don't know. And then, like, other than that, in like finding his magazines before her, or no, this would have been after her because this was at the apartments. I found his porn mags at his house when he lived in Ferndale, and then that was fun. I've talked that story about before about where I had not nightmare, but the dream about the women trying to 69 and just shoving their heads into each other's vaginas instead of...
I don't know if you talked about that, man.
I have, but it's been years. Okay, so...
I don't know if you talked about it on here.
I have. I know I have. It's just been a very long time. No, I found my dad had hidden in like a Hustler magazine in the bathroom. And I found it, and basically I saw the picture of a girl essentially with a tongue ring, like licking another girl's puss. And I was just like, what the fuck is that? I'm like 6 or 7 at this point, so I definitely not had the talk yet and didn't know. And then like a week later, or maybe not even, probably like a couple days, I had a dream about, I don't remember her name, but the actress from Fifth Element, Resident Evil.
Oh, yeah. Her name's like super Russian, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. I had Alicia Milikov.
I think it's Milikov for sure, but I don't remember the first name.
Yeah, something like that. But I had a dream of like her and then like just a generic girl that kind of also probably looked like her. A same attractive level essentially, just generic non-face that I don't remember. And they basically 69 each other but I didn't know what that was, so they just ended up shoving each other's heads inside each other's vaginas. And I was very confused.
Dude, I'm so excited to watch back through this for clips because I'm going to forget and just be like, what the fuck?
You're welcome. Yeah, I remember it waking up and being like, I don't know what the fuck that was. I'm going to remember that for the rest of my life. Because I really do. Because it was like...
Dude, it sounds terrifying.
Well, here's the thing is I don't remember it like as an entirety of a dream. I remember it as in like, oh, it was those people and then there's just the like suction of like a head inside a vagina. Yeah, it's just and it's like, oh, okay, I guess that's what I thought they were doing in my mind. I was like,
Yeah.
It's just a gaping hole. I didn't know about sex yet either. Like
It's happened.
Well, like the other part I remember about the magazines is it was just like some girl who was like this topless with boxing gloves on the cover, and then when you opened the cover she's like this topless, and I was like, that's nice.
Nice.
I like that. And that was like my first real experience of like seeing like boobs.
Dude, our meme came back around. Like, I remember it was me, you, and Anthony. We were joking around about like the next time you see a pair of boobs, you gotta hit them with the needle.
Oh my god,
dude! There's been this meme going around where it's like, how come whenever you're making out with a white guy, he like pulls away and then goes hi? And I was like, just follow it through the comments. People are like, what do they do when they see boobs for the first time? And I was like, each and every time you're supposed to say neato. Every time. And I have. Every single time. The first time, every single time.
I didn't. But I also have only seen one pair of boobs in the last fucking 5 years.
You want to see?
No, 5 years. Yeah, 100% 5 years.
I'm getting fat. They're pretty nice right now.
I mean,
they're hairy.
That's fine.
If you watch episode 2 of Too Drunk, you might see them.
I was actually gonna really, maybe when we're done here, I'm gonna show you some shit because I started slowly editing on episode 3 and 4. I'm not necessarily cutting out anything that isn't literally us just like in between like our takes essentially.
Yeah.
I'm just like here and there I'm throwing in a close up that I know we'd want. Otherwise I'm not trying to do too much until you're here to look at it.
Yeah.
But episode 2 is I don't know where to start because even the intro
episode 2 is fucked.
The intro audio doesn't even last as long as the actual video, and I don't think we can use it. And the problem is I want to because it's the same reason I want the original Too Drunk is this because it was at my house and that one's at your apartment.
It was cursed, man. We knew that from the start.
Here's my thought: is like, I think what I want to do is I want to refilm episode 2 here.
Yeah.
And then we'll refer back to like nightmares that happened in that episode, and we'll save the footage from.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking we do.
And we're gonna have to do that because we can't not use it. There is a lot of dumb gold
There's a lot of
thing.
good shit in there.
And I think what would be fun is if what we do is we edit the episode as best we can together first. And not even so much like edit it cleanly, mostly just watch it for like dumb things that happen that we can refer to and clip down. Make dumb clips of it and then actually go back and refilm it so we can be like, all right, well, that's what we were joking about.
Mm-hmm.
Because one, the cocktail video we can't use.
Yeah.
The footage, I mean, it's usable, but it's better to use as drunk, funny footage because truly, I think it'd be too much of a nightmare as an actual episode to watch.
Yeah. How many cats did I have running around at that time? 4?
4.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you had 4, but all of them were like locked up or like Milkshake had just gotten spayed. Milkshake and Malt had just gotten neutered.
I thought they got spayed in January. Or no, it might have been
right before.
Yeah, it might have been like
they were like
December-ish.
a week into it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I had them. They would have been in the kennel things that I made. Yeah. Did you drop the kiwi? Oh, it's sideways. It's like the angle was perfect where I couldn't see the kiwi and was like, did you drop it into the drink?
No, like I said, unfortunately my oven only goes to 175, so it will not actually like dehydrate the kiwi enough to hold it still. But when I might actually do the photo shoot like tomorrow or a day or two from now.
Yeah.
I might still fuck with this because I feel like it's good, but it could be a little better.
I feel you. It's tasty.
It's tasty, but I wanted you to try it first because I wanted to ask your opinion of it. Rachel and Melissa both liked it, but that was before I added the kiwi. There's a little bit not before I added kiwi, but in the simple syrup that I used for the kiwi and it's a blueberry kiwi simple syrup. Instead of just using all water in it, I used just like a splat, out of 100 grams worth of water. I did 10 grams of lime juice and then 90 grams of water instead of 100 grams straight of water to help bring out some of the kiwi and blueberry flavors. You know? Yeah.
I think the kiwi going in the drink made it better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Actually?
Taste it before you do it. I got mine right here. Titties.
I don't taste the difference.
Well, shit.
But
cut that out. I'm gonna make everybody think it was better.
So the one thing is for this cocktail is it's for a competition, and the minimum requirement is 1.5 ounces of mezcal. So that's where, like, obviously it's super smoky.
Yeah.
And I was trying to really, like, accent it. There's green chartreuse in there, which is almost smoky, but also, like, it has a little bit of a bite to it. I think you taste more of the chartreuse, like, after it's done sitting and it just sits in your throat, that little warmness in your throat. I think that's the chartreuse. But, I did an egg white the first time with this.
Yeah,
not the first time. The second time is when I made it with them, and I do think it actually does help make a difference.
I was gonna say, switch it to an egg white, get that foam in there.
Because like this has the foaming bitters, but it's not. It doesn't have that same
consistency. Yeah,
it doesn't do the same consistency thing that egg white actually does to this. So next time I'm going to do one more test try of this with the actual egg white again and see what it does. I might do that before you leave, just to get a real perspective on it. But in my opinion, it's like, I think I could do a little more with it. Essentially, like, I follow a guy on Instagram. He's got like he's got over 100,000 followers on Instagram, and he's doing this mezcal competition. It's it's nothing crazy, but I'm mostly just throwing my name in the hat in the ring just for the fuck of it, just to see how well I do. If I even place at all, probably not.
Dude, we said that about the fucking battle of the influencers.
Yeah, but like I said, he's got 100,000 followers.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a bigger scale. Also, the one thing is, like, there's multiple comments from people in his thing being like, "Oh, I'm definitely down," and like, I want to be in it. And I look at their channels, and they're guys that post cocktails almost like at least 2 or 3 times a week on their channel.
Still, could be like an underdog story. Like we well, it's your drink, but we post about it. You're
not wrong.
Send it in, and then like we lose, and then like a couple years down the road, we're like, hey, we did this thing with this guy and we lost. But here's the thing.
Well, it was funny. I was actually kind of talking about it with Melissa a little bit today. We were kind of talking just about like our generic like futures and like what we would do and move, if we would move and so on, when, so for, you know, that kind of shit. And I was even saying like we got lucked out that we picked a space that we can stay at for
a while.
We can retire here if we really, really wanted to.
Yeah.
At worst case, like, we don't have to, but we could. And we don't plan to. Essentially, like, I don't plan to really, like, upgrade houses. I more plan to just, like, pivot houses to a like, better location.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing at most. And then, like, but if not, like, we were talking about, like, if we stayed here, and I've mentioned, like, doing mixology and, like, working for businesses doing mixology things that I won't speak about too much on here, but, like, if we did that, opening, like, if we did actually open a restaurant, like, if all those things that we've talked about previously pan out,
mm-hmm.
If we open a restaurant, like, opening, like, a really nice actual restaurant speakeasy out this way, that'd be kind of cool.
I feel like out this way would be cool, but I think it would do a lot better out by me.
Oh no, of course.
Yeah.
Well, this would also here's my thing. We're probably losing most of the listeners at this point, but at this point, we're at. It's not that strong, right?
It's not.
So. No, they're already building, like, new neighborhoods in our area. And
yeah.
It's just, like, this city is only going to expand in the next 10 years. And by the time I'm actually, like, ready to open a restaurant at that point, like, I feel like it would be just big enough to justify opening, like, a decent speakeasy.
Mm-hmm.
And if I was going to do something like that, like, I'd want to do, like, a restaurant with a separate speakeasy that is really just a cocktail lounge. And you have to have a password to get into it.
The Buffalo Bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
We could literally do a callback to the library bookshelf door.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, here's my thing, is, like, I would want to... We would have to change the password, like, every week or month.
Change the book.
That's physically difficult. In my opinion, it's one of those, like, you have to have there's a secret, there's a password every month that changes, and it's like, it only gets given out to X amount of, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I would figure something out along the lanes, but I like the idea of, like, there is a bookshelf and whatever, like, you have to...
Yeah, you got to go to the hostess and be like, Gravity Falls.
Yes.
And then they're like, oh, come this way.
Yeah. Like, doing something cool that's like, there's a speakeasy, it's a very small, like... To me, I would like to do something where it is a speakeasy, where it is crazy good drinks where you have to have either like an actual reservation where that's where we give you the
password, or
the
you got to
password
figure
is-
out where it is.
Yeah, you have to have a password.
Which we would hide it in the podcast right around now, so you have to watch or fast forward.
It's Rosewater. No,
It's Rosewater.
but like no, that would be the fun thing is to have like a separate password for groups, and then that's your table, and
Yeah.
you come in and it truly is like sat down like a paid for. I wouldn't mind doing like a paid for cocktail experience that comes with a little bit of side food to snack on, so you're not absolutely smashed kind of thing. But like, you know, it's a Michelin star restaurant style cocktail thing where they bring you like 4 cocktails, they bring you 5 cocktails with a little bit of sides of food to snack on.
We still got to do the dining in the dark thing that we talked about.
We do.
Yeah, I know that's like after we record a decent amount of Two Drunks, but we do need to do that.
See, like, here's my thing. Is that when we definitely can't be drunk?
Oh yeah, because we're the ones cooking.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I definitely want to do something where we do try to, like, do a dining in the dark, serve some people, but the problem is we would need, like, night vision goggles.
I got us. Ow, 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 ow. I tried to act all confident, and then I was like, I got us. And the way the good went, it twisted it.
Oh, so, like, actual pinching?
Yeah.
That's fun. No, I mean, I was actually thinking about that, like, a month ago about, we were talking about doing the Michigan dinner, where we try to do, like, essentially like a 1 Michelin star course where it's like 6 to 8 courses worth of like small dishes, and I think it'd be fun to really like in my opinion one of them actually needs to be the Mexican cannoli that we're going to do a Two Drunk for this Saturday. That's a heads up to the people that made it this far, and that's Ivy. Hi, thanks.
What up?
And Brennan. Ivy and Brennan.
Tell Botan I said hello. She's so big now.
She is.
Dude, yeah.
But I was like, I'm legit excited for that episode. So, like, I don't think we're actually going to have a problem, like, piping shit into those.
I agree. Ha!
Yeah. But I'm like, also I think we should add chorizo.
Chorizo. Yeah.
Like a quarter,
Yeah.
like 1/4 to 3/4 beef and chorizo mix. Sorry,
Yeah.
like, obviously quarter
Yeah.
chorizo.
Sorry, I was thinking of like the wedding coming up in D&D stuff, and I was like, Teresa? Why would we add her? Love you,
Surprise.
but like it did make sense to add her for the Two Drunk cooking for Mexican
No.
cannolis.
No, she's a lightweight. That's the problem. Is even like
She doesn't watch the podcast, but she's been asking for clips, and I'm gonna clip that down. Just that.
she's a lightweight. Sorry, Teresa, you're a lightweight. We know it. You know it. Love you, but no, like it's one of those things where like when we do it, I mean, we've only talked about one person being a guest on there, and even then, she is. We're going to tell her like you're not doing the shots with us.
No.
Like you can do one shot with us. And then after that, you're just going to enjoy the cocktail that I make you.
Yeah.
I'll make you the cocktail that I make you. I will have plenty of batch cocktail made so I can let you get drunk. But you're not
doing what we do.
No.
Yeah, and honestly, 90%.
Have you talked with her about it?
Yeah, I talked to her about because we were talking about the grilling one, and I was like, yeah, we were thinking about doing it here, so we'd have people over, bonfire, blah blah blah. And she was like, Brandon's got a big yard, and I was like, yeah, but it's not fenced in, and like we don't want to be visibly drunk in front of all of his neighbors. I was like, I'm cool with being visibly drunk in front of all of your neighbors. Yet.
Yeah, that's the thing is like we were saying like we're too close to the point of me having a wedding that I might get a grill or at least money. Even if I don't get a grill, like in our registry we put Home Depot gift cards.
Okay.
So I can put money like towards
you actually need to. Is your registry like? Is it up there yet?
I believe it is. I know Melissa.
Okay.
I think Melissa's mom is sending out her bachelor the bridal party invites soon, so it should be actually active now.
Yeah, I need to get that registry because my parents are asking me like, "Oh, would Brandon and Melissa like this?" And I'm like, "I don't fucking know." They're like, "You're the best friend," and I'm like, "Yeah, but I don't fucking know what they need
I show
or
up
want."
when I have drinks and then I leave.
I'm like, I'm there.
Well,
Like,
look, I mean, to be fair, like, we are lucky enough in our lives that, like, most of our registry is either, like, a bunch of random little oddities of things that'd be nice to have, or just upgrades of things we have. Like, a lot of it's, like, a fancy wine decanter.
yeah.
A grill. You know, I put some extra tools, like, that I could use for outside, and...
My mom was also like, it's yours and Melissa's wedding, but my mom was like, oh, what if I got like fancy glassware with like the Buffalo House logo on it? I'm like, that would be dope, but that's for me and Brandon. I'm like, I'm not marrying Brandon, Mom. Melissa is marrying Brandon. You got to get them something cool, not me and Brandon something cool.
I mean, I don't think Melissa would be in. She'd be like, yeah, that's cool.
I feel like she would, but I'm like, you can't do that, Mom. Like, it's for them. Which also, as of recording, is my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom.
Oh, shit. Today's your mom's birthday?
Yeah, April 25th.
Fuck yeah, that's cool.
William Shatner's perfect date, according to Miss Congeniality.
I fucking love that book so much.
I post that every year.
Every fucking year. But yeah, happy birthday to Edie's mom.
Yeah. Tell my mom happy birthday in the comments.
Other than that, we can probably call it. Thank you guys so much. We love you. Have a great week. Enjoy. When does this come out? Second week of May? Yes.
May. Yeah. Shout out to Jay and Autumn. You got married this Saturday.
Oh shit!
Not as of recording, but as of this episode dropping, I think. So I think this comes out the 1st.
This will come out the 8th.
Oh, happy wedding! You got married 2 days ago.
Hey, congratulations! You did it.
You did it. We didn't record this super in advance.
Have a good one, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. We love you, and have a good one. Bye, guys.
Bye.